good? It's your boy Matt, the Come of Miami, the best podcast in Miami. We got CC as our backdrop. We got none other than Fat Jesu.
I'm trying to get into it, man. I'm trying to come up like my man Matt, man.
Nah.
$1 million plan.
Nah. I'm trying to be like you.
I wish.
Look, we're gonna ride around CC. We're gonna talk about his come up. We're gonna get all the information out. Let's see if we did our homework. We out.
First album I really started listening to that made me want to get into music was Me Against the World, Tupac.
Yeah. Is that how the Miami Got Next volume started?
With that, Ripper actually, when I met Ripper in like I think 2016 or 2017, and he randomly called me one day. And that mentality that Miami artists got that the chokehold, like they come in the game.
Yeah.
So that is the main reason nobody have any value down there. You see all these artists, you can see them at Take One Happy Hour, G5 Happy Hour. They want to perform, they go perform. Why would I pay $20 to see you perform and I can see you at Happy Hour?
Yeah. Alright, what's good, Fat Jesus, man? Or do I call you 8-Ball?
Honestly, bro.
Because I know what, 8-Ball came first?
Yeah.
In middle school?
Yeah, I had that name since 7th grade.
Was it somebody picking on you or you just...
somebody ranked me. My dog, his name Derek. It's when I first started at Parkway Middle. I walked in the class. It was like my 3rd or 4th day, and then I was like going to the new school. Yeah. I transferred from Norland. First I went to Norland, then I went to Parkway Middle. So my 4th day there, I walked in the classroom, and our uniform was white and black.
Oh shit! I already see.
Yeah, so I had the white shirt on with the black pants, and then I went and sat in the corner. And then the nigga just randomly said, 8-Ball corner pocket. I was like, damn. And then ever since then, that's when I started to just rank motherfuckers and really like start going at people. Because I was like, that's when I learned like, damn, niggas will really try you. If you ain't, you feel me? Like, if you nerdy or lame looking or fat or something that people could pick on, they gonna attack you. So that's when I really truly learned like, I gotta start defending myself and start attacking niggas and shit. So
but the name catchy. It's like, and it's little stuff like that. That's how most people get their nicknames.
Yeah, it's 50-50 though, because in certain areas you go to like, let's say New York, when you meet somebody named 8-Ball, they'll think about the drugs, like the coke.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you know some negative shit. But everybody who knew me, they just started calling me that because I was fat and round. So I was like, fuck it, they can just stick with it.
And that's how you got Fat Jesus too, because somebody was ranking you on Twitter.
Yeah, my homeboy.
It's Kevin, right? Curtis. Start with it. I know it was like somewhere around there.
Yeah, in that area. It was around The Hangover, you know, the movie Hangover when it came out. So that's the first time people started saying Fat Jesus. Well, at least to like the world, to the consumers thought, I guess. So he called me that. I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know if that was a compliment or a rank. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just start calling myself Fat Jesus, but I'm gonna put the $sign at the end so it can stand out and look different.
Yeah. Do you like run into controversy when people see? Because
that happened it was one nigga, he came in the studio, this was like 2016, 2017.
Oh, he had his goofy on.
He just got out of prison, so he kind of did. So he was one of them niggas that was in there for like 10, 15 years type shit. Damn. So he came in there talking.
All he had to read was the Bible.
Right. So he ain't know no better. So he came talking. He was like, "Oh, you gonna die. People gonna come at you. You gonna die for calling yourself Fat Jesus. That's blasphemy, or whatever." And I was like, "Damn, what I did? Mind you, he ain't had no conversation.
He just
nothing." So I'm like, "How you just gonna come at me and say some wild shit like that? Like you don't even know if I'm out here moving like Jesus or you feel me, some shit like that." You just jumped up out the gate. Oh, you finna die. You can't play with his name like that.
That's crazy.
And then he was like, wait, what he said? The devil gonna be at him. The devil gonna be at him. You gotta know. You gotta know these things.
Yeah, now I seen that video. People was defending you. I seen that.
Yeah. So that was the craziest shit on camera that somebody said. But I always tell people it's not even Jesus. It's just Sue. Yeah. Because the $sign not even a letter.
Yeah, that's true. So.
I like to play mind games. Yeah, so it's like they don't know, but they know.
So growing up, you said I've heard you said like your mom is the reason why you got into music.
Pretty much, cause she would have like big ass CD books.
Yeah.
And like music in general. So you know how your old girl cleaned up on Sundays, or growing up, that day would be the old school day and this and that. So it stemmed from that. So one day I started to like go through her CD book, and I just started listening to shit. And then like the first album I really started listening to that made me want to get into music was Me Against the World, Tupac.
Yeah.
I had a CD player. I had Me Against the World, and I had Outkast, A Criminal. Those 2 CDs. And I used to go to when I used to go to middle school, I used to be walking to school listening to them 2 shits every day until niggas started to get iPads and not iPads, iPods and iPod Nano.
That was
the Zooms and all that shit.
Yeah.
Nigga had everything. So once that came around, that's when I started to really like get more involved into music. I started burning CDs.
And that's how you started. Like it was a come up. People was asking you to make playlists because that's basically where the A&R started.
Right. So that's when I learned how to. Before virtual DJ, it was called Auto Mix, and I was playing with Auto Mix, and I was burning CDs and all that through there.
Yeah.
And pretty much, they figure out what song it is, but I'd be like, I'm not gonna tell you what song it is, because that was just on my. I felt like that was my exclusive shit. So if I tell you, now it ain't gonna be so exclusive. Yeah. But looking back at it now, like that same mindset I have today, because it's like, but now I understand the business of music. So it's like, of course I want you to hear this. Yeah. So you know I got good taste. So once you hear me listening to this, you gonna want to listen to it because you see I fuck with it.
People may clickbait this what I'm gonna say, but you're in the same realm of people like Jay-Z, Rihanna, Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ryan Gosling, because you dropped out of school.
Right.
Like and most people, they drop out of school, they don't do nothing with it. They just they just
let life
let life life. They probably working at ain't knocking nobody that work at Family Dollar, but they probably working at Family Dollar. But like you decided to drop out of school at the age of 16. You say it all the time. You just went to school for lunch and bitches.
My mom probably gonna see this. But hey, mama, I was never a bad child. Yeah. It was just like I felt like school just wasn't for me.
Yeah, and it's not for everybody. Yeah. It's not for everybody.
I ain't gonna say I know more than a lot of my peers, but I know more than a lot of them when it comes to certain shit. So it was just the thought of just when I got kicked out of school, it was like I had literally realized I had to teach myself everything. Yeah. And I couldn't go back to no school in Broward or Dade. So
I know
at 16, that's when life really, like I had to become a grown man. Everybody worrying about grad dash and this and that. Nigga, I'm worried about bills, getting a job, how I'm finna grow up, or what I'm finna do with my life. You feel me? So it's like, at one point, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, especially when I got kicked out of school. So it's like I was home every day, but I always go back to my mama, and I thank her because she never let me sleep in the bed all day, or she never let me just be lazy. Every time she woke up for work, she'll wake me up, be like, get your ass up. You're not gonna be sleeping in my house all day while I'm at work. And so it's like every day at 6 o'clock, she woke me up. So even till this day, I wake up early as fuck every day. No matter what I'm doing, I'll be drunk.
Some days you don't sleep at all.
Some days I don't sleep. So the longest I ever sleep on the average is like 4 hours, bro. And that's 4 hours is just on a good day. But other than that, I do not sleep. I can't sleep because it's like in my head it be so much shit going on, and I be trying to create and push other people to do certain shit so it can kind of help push my shit or make shit happen at a quicker pace. But at the same time, I also realize that a lot of my peers or my environment as a whole, a lot of people lacking certain things that I would need to elevate. So when I find certain gems, like let's say Poochie or Chrissy, I know their potential, I know what they worth. I can help them get what they trying to get, where they trying to go. And even in sometimes, because it'd be like sometimes I can go help a random person just off the strength of being me. It's like some people DM me, asking me questions, asking for advice. Some people genuinely look at me like a life coach to me. So it's like I just be taking my time and talking to everybody in general. I don't try to be too bougie or too Hollywood, act like I'm better than people or everybody beneath me because of what I got going on.
That's a testament to you, because I guess even that's why you're like A&R. People, that's a real A&R. They selfless. It's like there's you know, there's what did you call it?
Slow days,
slow days, fast
that was
night.
his project.
That was his project, but it kind of felt like for it to be a project, you have to live it. So you had to live those slow days. You have to live those fast nights.
Crazy.
And his name is Ocean Drive, so everybody know Ocean Drive is the fast life.
Right.
It's you know, there's slow days on the beach. You know, so I guess speak about that.
I knew, well, when I got kicked out of school, Jeff Ocean Drive, he was a football player at I think American at the time, and that's how I knew about it. He was playing for Kansas City, but when I think by the time I hit 17, 18 and came across him again, he was playing for American. And so at 18, that's when he started to, we assembled a team. It was me, Cameo Films, Akeem Brownlee, the engineer, like he engineered everybody's shit, R&B, you know.
I found out about Akeem through
yeah, he worked with everybody. But it was me, Cameo, Keem, Jeff, and Arrington. He was like the manager for Jeff. So we would be, this when I met Older God, because I really learned the game from Older God. You know what Older God is?
Nah.
Older God is pretty much, he's an A&R, and he worked with let me see, Lil Meech, Trina.
Okay, good. I know you're talking about.
So I was running around with him, and he was the first person I came across that was an A&R, but I ain't know nothing of it at the time. So he would have us, we was running around with him, he'd get Jeff booked at certain spots, and we'd be on the beach, and then we'd be in Take One, and then we'll be here, and we met all type of celebrities and shit. So we was moving quick.
Even World Star, I think that was when they had the field documentary.
All that was going. Then I was running around after Jeff. That's when I started running around with
Money Merch.
Well, Merch too. That's what that's Black Boat.
Black Boat. Oh yeah.
R.P. to Black Boat.
Yeah.
But that's his son. Merch was Merch and Jeff. They like best friends. So.
Okay. So it was so okay, it makes sense.
But Merch. I was always trying to convince Merch to rap, but he never really cared for it because he was just so close to it. He done seen all certain things and how people act, so it kind of turned him away from wanting to rap and shit. But it was the same shit with Jeff though. Like at a certain point when Jeff was like at that point where we thought he was gonna take off type shit, that's when he just decided to start rapping. So that's when he quit, and then that's when I ended up becoming a fake DJ.
Okay.
And so my whole concept with that was I started making compilation mixtapes, and I started to make pretty much put songs that everybody knew and mixed it in with my homeboy shit, and pretty much try to attract the bigger artists by the biggest artist song by attracting them to the mixtape.
Okay, that makes sense.
So at the time, Hotline Bling was like the biggest thing. So I put that on my first mixtape. But before I started dropping my mixtapes, I would reach out to everybody in general and be like, hey, email me a song. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to do this. But at the time, of course, people down here, they don't know the worth of a mixtape, or they don't understand the value of what I was doing.
Do you get that mixtape thing from like DJ Screw?
Yeah, I get that from DJ Screw, DJ Drummer. Like, I studied all them boys. Like, with me, I'm really a student of the game. I could be a rapper. I was rapping at 16, but once I stopped rapping, well, I never took it serious. I just made like 4 or 5 songs. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, it's not for me. Then I got into producing, and then I started making beats, and I realized I ain't even gotta make beats because I could go talk to this nigga who needed a placement, and then you feel me. So it's like everything I thought about, I thought I wanted to do, I really just genuinely didn't want to do it. So I tried it until I realized I didn't want to do it. I met Ripper in like, I think 2016 or 2017, and he randomly called me one day, and then he was like, yo, hey boy, I got this mixtape idea, I got all these songs. He had an exclusive song with Trick Daddy and Yo Gotti. based off people I knew up here, like closer from like the city up. So he called me, he put that together, we put that together, but he never wanted credit for it. He just wanted me to do it and run it under me because he seen what I was doing. So we ran that, and then that shit took off like crazy. Like they ended up writing about me in a paper.
Yeah, Miami New Times.
Yeah.
Tony MC.
And then that was just motivation, because it's like I ain't never take that shit serious.
Yeah.
But even to go back to like my first mixtape, when I was asking people to send me their shit, ain't nobody want to send it. But by the time I dropped my second mixtape, my mixtapes had DM'd me.
Yeah,
and they was asking me what I'm doing with my next mixtape, whatever, blah blah blah. And then they pretty much introduced me to their platform, and they allowed me to be on their front page.
Yeah, they made an exclusive.
Yeah, all my shit was exclusively dropped through my mixtape. That year though, 2016, that's when I dropped Soldier shit. I dropped Chad 2-3 mixtapes. Then I dropped Hayes 2150. And then I dropped like 14 compilation mixtapes.
Fat Jesus and Friends.
No, it was just a whole nother. It was called FJ.
Okay, yeah, FJ, yeah. That's when you most of the covers is like a Suge Knight and Fat Jesus. Okay,
like
okay.
I was even with that, like my whole concept with those cover arts, it was like that's how I was feeling at the moment.
Okay, that makes
sense. It's like I was really creating that shit. Like even like on the first couple mixtapes, the intro, them beats that's playing in the beginning, I made them beats. That's when I was into producers. I was just trying to test shit out and see how people react to it. But all that shit, all them cover artists I was doing at that time, that was just me speaking myself into existence, or my personality and my character into existence. So everything I dropped from that point, from 2016, that's when, because 2016 I dropped 23 mixtapes. And all that shit was getting pushed through my mixtapes, and then Major 9 shit was taking off, then Soldier shit was taking off, then Hayes shit was taking off, and Bushy shit. It was a whole bunch of shit going on. Then I started getting on, that's when I met Iceberg too, like 2017, 2018. I started doing skits on their mixtapes.
Is that where you got the name 8Billion305?
Oh no, 8Billion305, that's before all that shit.
Oh shit, okay.
That's when I was just a Twitter troll. That's how I learned about marketing though.
Okay, yeah.
So on 8Billion305, I was just, that's when pretty much when I got kicked out of school, that's when I started to be on Twitter.
Okay.
So once I learned I could literally get entertainment just trolling people or trolling celebrities, that's when I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And I see people laughing and shit, so it's like,
so you ran with it.
Yeah, it's entertaining, apparently, and I'm funny, I guess. So we sitting here, well, I was sitting there just trolling celebrities. I used to troll Keisha Cole, K Michelle, Plies, Trick Daddy, Maya, like all type of people, Carrie Hilson.
Some of those people got you blocked on Twitter.
Yeah, of course. Kurt Franklin tweeted me one time.
For real?
I ain't gonna say what I said, but he tweeted me one time. Jennifer Hudson tweeted me.
For real?
I got a couple of people. Like I was lit before viral was a thing. So on my 8 billion page, me trolling this shit, I had like 2,500 followers, but every month, my monthly impressions, I was getting 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. But niggas ain't know what that was at the time. It was just, oh, people just looking at my shit. But now, as I started to get older, and they banned that account. I ain't gonna say why they banned it, but if you know, you know. But they banned that account. And then that's when I realized all I gotta do is create this persona or this character, and then present it with a purpose. So music was Fat Jesus. Well, Fat Jesus became music, and my goal was to push music. So that's when I realized if I'm constantly posting good music or pushing musical content that people like, all that would happen the way I was doing when I was trolling. So all the good content, musical content I was creating, and all the people I was helping, they was helping me as well by showing that I know good taste. I have good taste in music.
So you was trolling and slipping the music in between.
Right. So that's when I made my new page, 8Ball305. That's when I realized, okay, I can troll and promote music. Because by me trolling, that's what's gonna bring awareness to the music. Bitches come click on my profile, be like, who the fuck is this nigga talking like this?
So you ended up going back into A&R, because you said you took, after everything fell off with Ocean Drive Jeff, when you took a step back.
After everything fell off with Ocean, I took a step back and I had to find like a new wave of people to work with. At the time, Soldier, he was we was cool, but he wasn't taking rap serious. But I always like would stop by the studio and check on him, be like, this is what I'm trying to do, this is my plan, whatever. So while I was still doing that with him, I ended up running around with New Era Gang, but they was called Raider Clan. So that's when Denzel, Curry, Rail, Nail, all them boys, I started hanging around them, and I started
the Imperial.
Yeah, that's how I got on Imperial and all that shit. Like the nigga Rail, Don Chokey, I don't know what people know him about, but he called me one morning. He told me to slide to Curry crib, but I didn't know what I was getting into. I thought I was just dropping them off, some random shit. Yeah. So I get over there, I pull up, the nigga Curry talking about, oh, I need y'all for a video shoot. Throw this on, this and that, blah blah blah. And then that's how that happened. Then it was literally just some random shit, just out the blue. And at the time, I wasn't focused on music. I just knew the potential that could come from it. So I was still in the streets doing certain shit, and then once I got that opportunity, that's when I met Ski Mask and Slump God, XXX. It was a whole bunch of niggas, but Ronnie J, all them niggas.
So you well versed with everybody, and I'm just surprised that even I guess down to that point where like why people in Miami, we so quick to jump on a wave. Why haven't they? I guess say we got you call him Poochie, you go by Soldier Living True. We got him in the back. He got a song that is called The State of Miami. So, and then like we're gonna just jump into the state of Miami, like why people haven't, there's talent down here, but why don't they know that you have the formula? Why don't they just jump in?
It be egos, and people don't like the way I talk sometimes. So it's really just that. It ain't no, cause if anybody who doing the right thing and they on their shit, they all talk to me, they all come to me. It's just the process now. It's to the point where I'm actually building it up with the right people, and I'm helping the right people, but everybody as a whole don't know about me. They just know my work. So if you know about me, it's really word of mouth, or you really being in the streets, or you really know the right people, or you paying attention. Like you feel me? All the shit is on the internet. Everybody don't pay attention. They feel like, I guess because I'm not flashy, or I don't take pictures with everybody, or I don't expose a lot of shit on the internet, they feel like it's just talk. But it's like I use the music and the numbers that's, you feel me, being created off the music speak for itself. And then I have real fans, like people would come drive down here and praise me and treat me like I'm Drake. Nigga, like I go down south, I could live like a king. I could go to Tally, and Tally, I could be a local legend forever. I'm okay with nobody down here not knowing about me.
No, but it's like I said, just a testament to who you are. Because I Soldier had an interview where people were like, they know him, but who's Fat Jesus? Who's Fat Jesus? Who's Fat Jesus? And they trying to figure out who it is, and it's like y'all worried about the wrong thing. Y'all gotta listen to the music. He's just behind the scenes. So, like, I guess you said you knew him since he was in middle school, and now you're pushing him. That's when he had Hot Boy.
Yeah, that's the first.
That's
project.
The first project. He was that was right there at one of the corner stores right there. It was on like on 17th, and I guess just talk about that relationship and how it's grown since then.
Bro, we done been through hell and back, but the whole thing that really sparked us to take music serious was when he first got on house arrest, and then it was like we had a realization that he might be going to prison from 25 to life. So it's like when he told me that, because I remember the day he called me and I went to
that was like
that was Drake crib, right? That was over there.
Being in the wrong place in the wrong time. That whole thing. It was just crazy. But I pulled up on. He called me one day and I pulled up on him, and he told me the situation and what he was facing and shit. So I was like, damn. And the first thing that popped in my head was like, we just gotta create music and push music, because if something happened, we could just have this and we could try to make it shake like that. Like we was thinking the whole time, we was thinking he was gonna go. So it's like
everything we did from that point, from that day, I just told him to keep going to the studio, keep recording, and I'm gonna go do what I gotta do, like run my shit up, figure out this and that. So when I learned about LLCs, I came back and gave him the game, told him my formula and this and that. Like everything I was learning, I was teaching and giving back and trying to make sure we all pass this on to other
started,
people.
Fat Jesus Entertainment.
Yeah, that's how, all that. The Soldier Living True, my shit, the New Miami, like all that was, the New Miami, I was with that since 2012. That was with Ocean. Okay. We started that with him, and then we just been pushing it ever since. And then 2016, 2015, I came up with my shit. And, Soldier came up with his shit, and we just started pushing. He was on house arrest, and then from 2016 probably to like even till this day, I literally would go over there constantly for the past 6-7 years straight, morning, day, night, just recording, creating music, going to random spots. He was still able to move around on house arrest. He had shows and all type of shit, so we was doing a whole lot of shit. But now it's to the point like we could really make moves we need to make, and that can help now that he off all that bullshit.
Now you got like you do this thing where you bring artists together, up and coming artists together, and you have I wouldn't say I'm not gonna call it, I guess it shows for them where you bring them out and they can showcase their talent if they want to, the open mic. So what made you want to start the open mics?
That idea, like at the end of the day, my whole purpose and my reason to even still be down here in Miami is to create outlets for artists. Yeah. So that was my whole thing behind it. I genuinely want artists to come perform and mingle and understand the value of network. And let them see that it's okay for you to want to perform for your first time. People gonna embrace you. So with the open mic, I'm trying to break artists in to get out their shell, or you feel me, get out that little corner where you feel like you a celebrity or you a star. It's like nobody even rapping your music, bro. So how you gonna have fans? You can't even come to an open mic and bring 10, 20, 15, whoever, and just perform. Let them people see you perform. Let them get an experience with you, because at the end of the day, you ain't going nowhere outside the strip club to perform.
And people think that's like the end goal, the end all be all. Once you perform there, you good. You don't got to do nothing else. Once you perform at a strip club, that's it. You made it.
And that's that mentality that Miami artists got that the chokehold. Like they come in the game. So that is the main reason nobody have any value down there. You see all these artists. You can see them at Take One happy hour, G5 happy hour. They want to perform. They go perform. Why would I pay $20 to see you perform and I can see you at happy hour?
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't nothing special. And then you ain't making no jokes. You ain't got no personality. You want to be all stuck up and bougie. You think I'm gonna sit here and look at you, nigga?
Same hand gestures. Like, you
feel me? So it's like you ain't getting nothing as an artist performing in the strip club. And then on top of that, that is a public place. Nobody is coming there to see you perform. I don't give a fuck what you tell yourself. People coming there to have fun, bro.
They don't want.
If you not no nigga like Lil Baby, Drake, or all them boys with status, and you come into the office and you actually bring them off.
And they not even performing.
And they not even performing.
It's just a walkthrough.
Miami artists don't understand the value of that. All they do is try to like act like they something they not. But it's like it's okay to show your personality. You don't have to have on 10 chains in every car to be a rapper, bro. It's okay to show growth. You ain't gotta be rich.
What's like I guess an advice that somebody gave you that stuck with you, and it's you use it to this day?
I ain't gonna lie. I honestly don't listen to nobody except I say, if anything, my knowledge and my confidence came from like listening to Gucci Mane, or like watching interviews with, or just watching interviews in general from like philosophers, or like Huey P. Newton or Malcolm X. You know, just building my own identity and personality and morals into what I want, and then so it's like I live by what I'm absorbing or consuming. So it's like if you somebody who who's saying some real shit, I won't take your advice. I'll just re-rock it and put it in my own way, and just keep that in the back of my head that, okay, you said some real shit, so I'm just ponder upon that and think about it and figure out how I'm gonna put that into play in my own shit.
Do you read a lot of books?
Not really, but I read a couple books that really changed my mindset. Like Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and I just read The 50th Power, The 50th Law Power.
That's one of the ones. If you don't, I think that's like a must read once you turn like, I say like 25.
Yeah, I read Think and Grow Rich when I was like 18 though.
I read it was when I was 18, and then just reading about like, you know, the circle and the 4 parts of the circle. I was like,
when I read that bitch, I understood clear as day, because it was just telling you, in actuality, these people started off broke as fuck, bro. Yeah. There's nothing but thoughts and delusion of you believing in yourself. Cause ain't nobody who don't have shit cannot envision themselves with everything, bro. Yeah. You gotta have the experience in something to make you believe that you really could achieve it. Yeah. Like, you have to see a motherfucking flying dog to understand the value of yourself. And how many people you ever gonna think out here looking to see a flying dog? Yeah. So it's like, niggas don't know no better. They not. We not exposed to this type of shit, bro. And then when somebody try to tell us some shit, we don't want to hear it, because it all depends on how you deliver it to people too. Because it's like, you could be a straight up cool, genuine, 100. That you could get ignorant and you could talk crazy like Charleston White. Yeah. Like, even with me, all the shit I do on the internet is to bring awareness to what I'm trying to do in real life. Like, I'm trying to preach positivity and this and that, but the only way I'm gonna get bitches' attention if I'm start talking crazy. If I tell a bitch they shit trash and everybody wanna laugh and this.
But you be telling the truth. It's just people don't take it. They
don't take it serious.
And I think that's the funny thing about it. Like, you so serious that people not taking it. Like I think that was my first time coming to one of the open mics, and I was telling a person, like, whoever made the Jamaican food, that shit was trash.
Yeah, that was just faking. Yeah. That was not Jamaican food. I ain't gonna say his name, but Mark, shout out my boy Mark.
And you still say
that wasn't his name.
Oh, it was it? Okay. Yeah. But now you was like, no, the food is trash, and people saying they're laughing, but he like, yo, I'm serious. Like, the food was trash. So I think that's another thing. That's why I respect it, because I like people that's honest, and you honest up front. People can't take the criticism.
That's why people hate me. Everybody and mama hate me. They'll speak so bad about me because they feel like I'm targeting them or I'm sneak dissing them.
They gotta be able to take the I mean, that's how you grow. If you don't, if nobody tell you, like, if you were to say, yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, you should do this different, I would have been like, cool, I would have taken it, and I would have been like, well, pause. That's crazy. Right. But I said I'm gonna take it, but
yeah, I ain't want to say nothing. Report yourself, bro. Hey, yo!
Come on, killer, we trying to get professional. Yeah, but not like I would the advice that you gave me, I would use it to my best advantage. I think that's the best way to say it. But
a lot of people look at it as like they feel like I'm superior. Like, I feel like I'm a fucking top dog. And they look
but I see you like that. Like, I put you up there with.
You see how you can admit that, and you have no problem saying that. Yeah. A lot of that eat people alive, bro. Because they want what I got. They want that respect. They want. You feel me? So it's like they gonna build envy and greed.
No, I put you up there as one of those people. Like I can't even ask you. When they talking about people that, you know, open the gates for people, that's you're one of those people. So if I'm not gonna ask somebody else questions about gatekeepers because they not hanging around people that are gatekeepers or whatever, like that's someone.
Not something showing that it's overstepping.
Yeah. So it's like that's something I would ask you. Like, I guess who, because I think you tweeted about it. You saying like when it comes down to Miami, they even like this year being the 50th year of hip hop. They go to the same 3 people.
Right.
Ross, Trina, and Trick. They don't even mess with Uncle Luke. They just
did that.
Yeah, they just gave Uncle Luke. And the thing is, if you know Uncle Luke, you know that the parental advisory warning is
all that shit
it's with him. So, but they don't give him his just due. So, but
right.
I guess, man.
But that also goes back to like the artists and they lack of knowledge, and they lack like Miami artists. You gotta think about it. Majority artists in general, majority like rappers, I say, majority all rappers coming from the streets.
That's true.
So the nigga that's coaching them or telling them, they ain't got nothing but money. So you want to go to the studio, you want a chain, you want a car, bam, they got the money. You want quality engineering, you want quality producers, you want quality A&Rs, quality. They don't understand that. It's just rapper, singer, producer. That's it. It ain't no business structure. It ain't no understanding of the business. So if you coming from the streets, you're not expecting to look at those things. You coming in here thinking about the fame, the money, the cars. You feel me? The bullshit. You're not thinking about
what it takes to get to that.
Right. You're not thinking about the marketing and X, Y, and Z. So as a Miami artist, you coming in shit, you just gonna be in the payola. You gonna pay somebody, and they gonna pay somebody, and they just gonna make you do this little service where you feel like you up for the moment, where you doing something. In reality, you just paying Peter to pay Paul, and it's like ain't nobody of substance vouching for you, because you can literally pay any and everybody to say this is the hardest artist. But in reality, where the fuck is your hot songs? Where's your, you feel me? It's nothing correlating to the music. So when it goes back to why we don't have artists and that, it's because niggas don't understand the music business.
That's true.
And then the ones that do, they get their little fame and clout and they try to shit on everybody. So now you done got the opportunity to put the whole city on. Now you want to look back at everybody who ain't want to book you, who ain't want to pay you for this, and now you want to shit on everybody. That's another thing. People don't have catalogs. Like, as an artist, you need to have a catalog. Stop trying to look for somebody to sign you off a song and this and that. So
it's not like that no more.
If we done dropped, let's say 10 projects. If we go sign a deal for $1 million, and all these people resources, everything is gonna get shit. All the light we getting now is gonna share on the shit that we was doing back then.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we're gonna get money from them in the back end because we own our old shit. They just want the new shit, and they gonna get that for 2-3 years, so they recoup their money.
That's true.
So once we sit there in a contract for 2-3 years, got all these resources and figured out what we finna spend our money, we know what to do. The thing that people lack down here is unity, and they don't know when to let people be.
Yeah, that's true.
Niggas, if I know you sitting here doing interviews, you want to talk to Jay-Z and Beyonce, this and that, and I have the power, I'm going to give you that power to go do what you need to do. And by you going up, I'm going to go up, because you're going to come back to me with all your resources.
Yeah, that's true. It's just, just a cycle. You bring me somebody, I'm gonna bring you somebody.
Right, but down here, everybody want money. They value money more than
if
relationship.
we don't see no benefits from it,
Exactly. Like, you got people, I don't want to say it, but I think I might say it, but you got all these, like, I say media people, writers, the blog writers, the blogs in general. They not looking to help artists that's helping themselves. They looking for the artists that's helping themselves to pay them.
To pay them. That's great.
Like, they want to be. Like, how you gonna make 10% off nothing? How you gonna make 20% off nothing? If the artist is not getting these opportunities, or let's say, for example, let's say somebody know somebody that can get you on the game, NBA 2K, get your song on there, right?
Yeah.
You pay 3 bands to get on there, but the person that know that, they gonna tell you 10 bands. And if you don't pay them 10 bands,
you're not gonna get on.
You're not getting on.
And actually take it, and you said it's only 3,000.
And it's, you feel me? And so they trying to take that 7 bands and have a good day. They not trying to watch a nigga career grow. They not trying to invest their resources to another nigga because they ain't got nothing to gain from it. Me, I don't give a, if I see you doing what you supposed to do and you putting that effort in and you matching my energy and I see you dedicated to the shit, I'm gonna fuck around and invest in you. And I'm broke too. I ain't got no money, but you feel me? I'm gonna give you my resources. I'm gonna put up bread with you. We gonna do whatever we gotta do. But these niggas who in these positions like me, they not looking for shit like that. They want niggas to come build and perfect and ready. Like, have your team, have this team, have your people call my people, and we do this. Like, it ain't none of that with me, bro. I don't talk to no managers. If I gotta talk to a manager, I ain't got no business talking to the artist.
You go straight to the artist.
I go straight to the source, man. I ain't trying to. I'm the middleman and the plug for everybody, bro. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, oh yeah, this is my plug. Y'all gotta pay me times 10 before y'all get here. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do, as long as y'all doing something. If it's beneficial for everybody, if it's gonna make Miami look good, if it's gonna, you feel me, reflect on everybody as a whole, why not let that person do that? The only time I gatekeep people is when they either a fuck nigga or just a slime ball, like a scumbag motherfucker.
They're not doing nothing.
And if you ain't doing nothing, like if you ain't got no impact, no potential, no like something to make a nigga believe in you, I ain't finna waste my time. You could pay me and I'll tell you it's trash and this and that, but I ain't finna sit here and invest
your time into it.
And especially when I know you don't take it serious, nigga. I do this music shit every day, bro. It's not a day that goes by I'm not doing something music related. So these niggas wake up, oh, they crying about their baby mama taking their kids, or they got a domestic charge, they just came from jail, they stressed out. Like, there be so much shit. Niggas dying, niggas homeboys, you feel me? X, Y, and Z. Like, all that, like, I deal with all that shit. Not the DVs and all that shit, but not the baby mama either, but I do got a baby mama, shout out to her, but I ain't got no baby, but I got a baby. Oh, they let that bother them, like they break down or they show that, like, damn, I can't focus on music right now. I got life dealing with. Like, nigga, everybody going through life.
That's true.
Like, what the fuck? Niggas crying about, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. Why you can't do it? It's because you don't want to do it, bro. There's nothing in this world you can't do. I don't give a fuck what your situation is, who you know, what you don't know. All you gotta do is teach yourself and believe, bro. All that other shit is irrelevant.
I guess to top it off, like, what's next for you?
Everything, bro. I'm writing a book. I got a YouTube series, and I got the book that I'm writing. It's gonna be like a movie too, like a short movie. So I got a YouTube series. I got my podcast. I'm doing 2 podcasts.
You basically got a podcast. That's the what you do on Twitter.
Yeah.
When you host in the rooms.
Bringing it to life.
Yeah, it's literally like, that's literally a podcast. So.
Right. And so it's that, and then everybody I'm working with, Chrissy, Soldier, Zelly, the whole Soldier Living True. I got like 2-3 artists coming. I ain't gonna say they name yet because they might be part-timers. So I gotta figure that part out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, yeah, that's all I got. There's a lot more shit though.
I appreciate you letting me interview you.
Likewise.
Listen, though, I know a lot. I can't wait for everybody to see this though, because I just love, because I could once you got passionate, and I was like, man, that's how you know that you really love what you do. Because some people, they just it's just
too calm.
Yeah, too cool. Too cool for school. You know, so like, again, man, I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
It's the Come of Miami. We out.